I'm just on here hanging out with you guys. So if you want to just write something in the chat, or not you guys, you. I guess it's just one of you here. I just decided to go live because I don't know. I have some more channels and I just go live on them. I know the count on here is like a little awkward, so I don't really know who can actually see me or not. I know it's kind of a boring, so if you're looking for entertainment, this might not be it. And don't mind my cat. She is in the background. I swear I feed her. Just sometimes she wakes me up first thing in the morning. Like she'll wake me up and I kind of don't want her to. So sometimes I drink my cup of coffee first and then I feed her. Anyways, yeah, this is just me kind of sorting my laundry. Do you guys ever get in the mood where you just kind of want somebody to hang out with when you're doing a certain chore? For me, it's laundry. It'd be nice if I just kind of like had someone here just hang it out with. So I thought about it and I was like, well, why don't I just go live and see what will happen? I know I'm not doing much exciting things, but I don't know. Sometimes I always ask myself, like, what's the value you're even bringing to this? Like, what are you even doing? Well, I'm trying to keep staying motivated because since the move, I have felt like going out, what's the word? Isn't as motivating because the views here aren't what I'm used to, and I feel like I'm being a little brat about it, but it's true. So I go places around here, but it's just, I don't know. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go somewhere because I got a GoPro and I really want to put my camera in water. So I'm supposed to go to it's like a spring. I don't know. I've just got here, so I don't really know much about what I'm doing or where I'm going. But anyways, they have these springs and apparently you can rent like bottom. Here I've noticed that a lot of places have kayaks that have the clear bottoms. So I thought that was kind of cool because that means the water must be clear. There must be something down there, right, to look at. So I'm going to take the GoPro, but that's tomorrow. But today, the weather here is going to be kind of rainy. And then, I don't know. I mean, just kind of traveling around or like driving around, it's just not what I'm used to. So I'm kind of having in a bit of a slump. I mean, I think if I could have my way, I probably, I don't know, travel somewhere until I get out of it. But I just got here, so I can't. I mean, this time I wouldn't move. It would just be to like visit, but still. Anyways, I almost came on here one time around like I think it was Christmas Eve because I was just by myself, just to see if anybody else was by themselves, and they just kind of wanted to feel like they weren't so alone. And one of the things I go on YouTube for whenever I go on here for a lot, but sometimes it is just to play my favorite blogger and do the dishes, and then they're doing the dishes, and I guess it's kind of like a body doubling type of thing, maybe. Like I see them cooking, so I'm like, you know what, I should probably cook too. Some people probably watch it for other reasons. I mean, I watch it for like tutorials and you know things like that too, but for the most part, it's just to have somebody to hang out with. I originally started this because, well, I do like taking pictures and I do like editing and all of that, but I think it was, I don't know, to talk about healing my relationship with food, which is kind of like another way of saying that I don't want to be on a diet, but I'm going to try to choose better foods to eat instead. And then the other one was dealing with depression, which that's gotten a lot better thanks to my meds. But no, I'm being serious. It is thanks to my meds because, yeah, I mean, I'm on them. But I originally got it because I was a smoker. And then I took the meds. It's Wellbutrin, and I quit smoking, and this was years ago. But then I was like, oh my god, my anxiety went away. Like, that's so crazy. Like, little did I know maybe I've been smoking because I have anxiety. And I think it's probably from lack of even going to like a counselor or a therapist, because I feel like you gain, what's the word, emotional intelligence. And I feel like whenever I talk to those who do speak with counselors or therapists or whatever a lot, that they do have it. And I noticed that that's probably something that I'm lacking in. Anyways, what was I talking about? So the anxiety has gone. I'm not, can honestly say, like, sometimes I'll feel some kind of sadness, but I wouldn't say it's like in the depression mode like it was in Denver, probably because it's still new and things are still fresh. And you know, I did go to a meetup yesterday, and that was really exciting. I was thinking about making a video about it. There's a meetup, and for those who don't know what a meetup is, it's like this app where you can set it up so people will, like, if you have the same interests, you kind of like go do something. Like, let's say one of them was that I thought was kind of cool is trying new restaurants. And so a group of people will meet up and try a new restaurant together. Another meetup I have gone to was this meditation one. I just wanted to try it out. Wasn't I'm not really into led meditation. I just kind of like doing it on my own. But then I did, anyways, long story short. So you go on the app, you click, it's not just for singles, it's for a couple of people that it doesn't matter, married, whatever. It's just people who, if you want somebody to walk with, and you're into trails, then you meet up with a group and you're not kind of going alone. You still have to be safe in those instances too. But this one in particular that I went to was exciting because I like to edit on, well, I paid for Adobe already, so I'm just going to like stick with it. And I know that a lot of jobs out there want you to have Adobe experience. So I started looking into people that like the digital arts, and I found this group, and they are planning on opening soon, but this was kind of like their soft open, I guess you want to call it. And do you get like anybody who's into any kind of digital art, not necessarily like art with paintbrushes and stuff like that, but like people who want like taking pictures, editing, making, videographers, singers, podcast people, like all of that stuff. And you basically use this person's facility, and yeah, you just can like rent out, like if you want this certain lens, you can like rent out their lens, or if you want a certain space, because usually when I do my videos, I'm moving like all of my furniture. Such a pain in the butt. Do I have enough, like the green screen? Oh my god, well, one, I left that all behind, all of my green screens and stuff like that. But I mean, it was huge and it was always wrinkly, and then I have to iron it, and I'm like, ugh. And here you can rent it for like $30 an hour, and then you just use their equipment, which I thought was like really cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure that have that in other places, but that was the first time I went and I met up with these people, and it was just nice to have a conversation about things that I like with people who know what like we're all talking about. So that was neat. Um, just to meet people. I have to say though, when you get older, I don't know, maybe when you're younger too, you just are a little bit more judgy. I feel like when I was younger, I wasn't as judgy. Now I'm kind of like, like I'm a little bit more guarded against the way people think. And maybe it could be the times that we're living in. It could be me paying attention to the world more now than I did when I was younger. But I think even parenting, like telling a story about parenting, you kind of look at the other person and you're immediately judging. I remember one person knew that my kid wasn't living with me, and they're like, and I'm like, little the fuck do you know? She's like older. She's not a little kid. So you do run into, it was actually my ex's mom. I was saying to her, yeah, I have a kid. And she's just like, "Oh, your kid's not living with you?" And I'm like, "Well, no, because she's at her dad's." And I mean, she's, going to school there. And I didn't exactly say what school. I didn't say she's in college. And yeah, I mean, so I think I was telling a story, and I know maybe some of you guys would disagree or agree. I mean, that's all up to you, right? Because again, we're all looking through a different set of lenses at the world because of the trauma and the hurt that we've all individually been through. So we could look at some same situation, but I could have purple lenses on and you can have pink ones because you didn't experience the same things that I did, which is fine. It's just more about having just the compassion about trying to understand what the other person is and why, and then trying to find ways of being accepting of each other and seeing ourselves as more of like a whole, a spirit, and not so much of like, oh, you did this. And you know what I'm saying? Like kind of cherry picking their personalities or qualities and then kind of coming up with your own judgment. So with parenting, again, we all have our own things. And I personally think it's fine if a child has their first drink with their parent. I'm not saying you're over there going to the ABC store, be like, oh, what you want? I'll get you anything. It's not that type of thing. It's just you have your first drink with your parent. Like, I feel like it's the safe thing. So you understand and experience it. Again, I don't have alcoholism running in my family. Well, not my immediate family, but like maybe my cousins, but not my immediate one. And I know that my kid doesn't have, like I know my kid. So I feel like it was a little different me saying, have your first experience. Like that way you know what it's like and you know what it tastes like, or and you're not just out there experiencing it with your friends in college, like, "Whoa, I don't know." And then because your friends, I already know what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, "It's okay, just keep on going. It's all right. We're all having fun." I get it. But then also explaining about how to be safe and things like that, right? And again, we all come from different families, so we all have different views, different ideas. I know some other parents that do some things that I'm kind of like, but under with them, they were fine. Again, it's not bad, it's just different. That's what I used to tell my cousin when he would always get on me about stuff. About like, oh, you should make her do this, and a lot. And I'm just like, I'm a different parent. It's not a bad one. It's just different. I don't really ever talk about my kid because I believe in respect of, like not wanting to. Sorry, my cat's in the background. Mubu, come on. Anyways, I just respect her not wanting me to mention it. So I'm going to shut up and change the subject. Anyways, God, it's already been 15 minutes and I've just been talking my head off. The weather here has been an adjustment. This is just me going through a transition phase. It'll be fine. I really like being around diverse places and have just diversity around me. If you don't mind my cat, if you saw that she's been over grooming, so she's a little patchy these days. And I have clothes on her, but she takes them off now. So then I had to buy her the little donut thing, which I wish I could find it. It's like a little strawberry foam thing, but it made me anxious, but it is Velcro. So if I do leave and she gets caught on something, it will it's Velcro. It'll come off. So anyways, what was I talking about? Diversity. I do really like being around places with diversity. Like there's so many people that speak different languages and it's just exciting to me because I love language, period. Like I would love, if my job was to just learn other languages and visit their country just to get better at that language, oh my gosh, that would just be, I would have like so many dreams if I could just combine them all. Like if I could get paid to learn another language, go visit the country to immerse myself in it, and then be there to take pictures, but then yet still come home and have, I don't know, I'm just giving you my dream life. A baby farm of animals, like a sanctuary, and have one of my close friends, because I think too many cooks in the kitchen, basically be there to make sure things are going properly when I'm gone. Because I know some that are like, huge animal lovers, and those would be the ones I would pick. And I already know a few of them because, again, being as an adult, I do kind of judge people on how they treat their animals. So that would be my dream life. I don't know. I don't even know if anybody's watching here right now because my count right now says 0. The last time I went live on another channel of mine, that count was like 1 or 2, but then my friend was on there and she told me it was like 10. So I have no idea. But I'm just going to keep on going because I told myself I was going to go live. I told myself it doesn't matter what I look like, even though for you all, probably like, yo, just can you handle that? But I don't want to handle this yet. Plus, it's unfiltered, right? I'm on here unfiltered. This is supposed to be not the fake me because believe me, I can pull her out and it's not realistic at all. Or I find it hard to connect with people that are, you can just tell, you know what I mean? Like right now I'm looking at the camera. Sometimes I will look at the viewfinder or whatever because I want to make sure that things are like angled in the space correctly and to make sure, like what's going on here. I always forget that thing in my tooth, but because I always eat first and then sometimes I'll make a video and then, hi, Papoose. I know I have you too. This is Edger Boy. He's my good boy too. That's the best cat I've ever owned. So sometimes I do, but I hate watching sometimes people on cameras and then they're just like talking to you like this, like they're just looking at themselves like, yeah, and oh, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I need that eye contact. Like, yes, you look cute. Okay, we all admit it. You know it. That's why you're on camera acting like this. Can we just make eye contact? Anyways, that was just some rant. Going back to the meetups, there's another meetup I want to join. There's a couple of them. So a couple of ideas that I've had on like making videos because you know how the new, well, might not be a new thing, but some people say like it's time to create and not like consume. I try not to be a consumer. First of all, this furniture already, you've seen my place in Denver. You can go back to my videos. I don't own very much. I own more furniture here and it doesn't give me anxiety, but I like that minimalistic. I think it might be something with ADD. Like I can concentrate more when there's less. And I like it when there's less because it's like less to clean, less to, so that's an adjustment. But wow, I already forgot what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. Sorry, it's still early and I have a bit of a headache. I'm not trying to complain. Usually on rainy days, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Man, see, this is when I wish some of you guys would just come in here and tell me, hey, this is what you're talking about. That's okay, because we're going to keep going live. We're going to keep making the effort. Keep on keeping on. Video ideas. Wow, that took me like, 20 seconds? Whole minute. Video ideas. Another one I had was going to different meetups. I like the idea of choose your own adventure. So like at the end, you can just pick like, do you want me to do this? Or you know what I mean? I liked the idea. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. I started making some and then like saving them so I could start doing like a choose your own adventure deal. But I thought like if I put myself in these different situations and went to these different meetups that I kind of want to go to. Like one of them was learning how to do the drums. Like they were like African drums. And I'm like, sign me up. I want to learn. I want to learn it all. I want to experience it all. Like I want to go out. I mean, the good things. I was going to say something else, but anyways, I want to try things. I love trying new restaurants. I like trying new things. I feel like it is a way of me getting out of depression mode, experiencing new things, trying out new foods, cooking new foods. That's what really it was. What inspired me to do the channel, that I did want to show people like, hey, go out there, go out there. So I kind of wanted to do that with the meetups. All right. So I've been to two. Well, one meetup was canceled. That was last weekend. It was like a full moon thing. And we were all just going to lay around and like stare at the moon and like hang out with people. I was like, Sign me up. Okay. The reason why I didn't join the meetups in Denver, I did do a lot of them, but one of the ones that I didn't do was the trail walking ones because man, these people, they go, and I'm gonna be all behind, not being able to breathe because of the elevation. I don't remember. For those of you who may have seen the older videos, you see me like I can't breathe. I can breathe now. This is great. Kind of sucks because I do love Denver, but anyways, um. I want to go to some other meetups that they had here. And I'm just like, I don't know. There's one that was like camping around Disney. And I'm like, what? Y'all camp there? There's on Facebook, I am a part of this like all women's car camping thing. And I really hope to find another person. I mean, male or female, preferably a group, not one-on-one, but like, yeah, I don't want one-on-one. Mostly because like, what if you kind of are like, yeah, this person's weird. I don't want to hang out with them. And that could just be opposite, it could be like you thinking I'm weird and I wanting to hang out with me, which I could get. That would be kind of cool. I got my car almost set up. I have to get window covers. Like, I don't know, maybe I should do that today. I should try to see if the magnets work. So that way I can just buy like some material at the thrift store and then cut them out to fit the windows for like privacy. And I looked into some camping things around here, but I forgot that people come here now to do the camping stuff. So in Denver, it was like all booked in the summer because who's going to want to really go out there in the winter? And here it's now. So I'm like, ugh. So I did kind of want to find a camping ground, preferably near a beach, preferably on the East Coast. I don't know, to see the sunrise there and then drive the opposite west to see the sunset. All in one day kind of sounds cool. But anyways, I have to kind of set up my car still a little bit more. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just blabbing around. I'm just blabbing just to see. There's this 75-day challenge or 75 hard. I forgot what it's called, but like you go on for 75 days straight. And I think that they say to build a habit takes like 28 days. I did kind of want to do that. I am interested to see because also posting, it is like a learning experience to see like what does get views, what doesn't get views. I've noticed on mine when I have gone places and taken the videos of that, like especially the Rocky Mountain National Park. I mean, that one did get, and believe me, I want to go out and do stuff like that. It's just the transition here. I don't know. It's a little harder. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm complaining. I'm grateful that I'm here and I'm safe and blah, but over there it's just all in your face. Like you just drove and boom, there's something beautiful and boom, there's something beautiful. Same with Oregon. It's like something beautiful, something beautiful. Like it was just spectacular how beautiful these states are. Not that Florida's not. It is beautiful. It does have a lot of beautiful things, but so Oregon had all of the colors. Colorado did lack some of them. It was a lot more browns and blue sky and more earth tones. Here it is more tropical. And I mean, there's a lot. I just need to get out there more and start thinking a little bit more artistically. I signed up for a photography class and I do need to go out there and start taking some pictures. I kind of forced myself to take the class to be like, no, get out of your rut. Go do something. So hopefully that'll definitely get me more pinpointing. Does that make sense? By like, all right, I got to go. I'm going out to do this one thing. So I'm going to go do this one thing and like some direction. But anyways, it is a beautiful state. The sunsets here are amazing. You're definitely going to see a silhouette of a palm tree because I definitely want that picture. Like that I know is in my head. I also want to start working with some macro lenses and really get into the sand, the water, the reflection, whatever. I do not So one thing I learned here is that they have red ants. So camping on the ground, just like I'm already itching. Like it just doesn't. Mm. Maybe if I talk to some people who've already camped, they can tell me otherwise. But anyways, and the alligators, I hear they're everywhere here, and I know they are because I've already been here before and I've seen it, and I'm like, ugh. So I got my macro lens, I turned on my camera, and then lo and behold, the battery doesn't work. So I had to go to a repair place to get it fixed, or not get it fixed, but see what the problem was and whatever. I know this is like stupid and pointless, but I'm going to keep on going until I don't know how long. Anyway, so what else? What's funny is that when I'm by myself, no cameras, everything's off, I'm full blown conversation in my head. Like, oh my God, I'm so funny. I'm just talking to myself, talking to the cats, having a good old time. And then as soon as I get the camera on, I'm like, I met this one interesting lady yesterday. She was really cool. I hope I hang out with her again. She was really funny. She just had this, I don't know, she was just her own individual, unique person. And I liked it. It was great. I kind of want to be a little bit more like her. I kind of want to just be my own unique person. I feel like I'm not. I'm getting all sappy here, like, who am I? That's not what I'm trying to say. This is why normally I edit these videos. I think I'm going to be on here for 2 more minutes, and then I don't know, tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the Springs. So I don't think I'm going to go on here, but I am going to record something. Put that GoPro in water. Like, well, if the number count was wrong and you guys were on here, next time feel free to ask or just hang out and chat. I mean, it's totally cool. I was thinking about cooking next time, but we're giving you something to watch, but there's always next time, right? I do have to sign up to the gym. What time is it? It's 9:00. And my headache is almost gone. I think I might go do that. I just really don't want to clean. I really need a mop. I know you don't care. You're like, whatever. I hope you guys get done what you need to get done. I hope you enjoy your Sunday if you guys are working. I hope you have good people that you're around. And for those of you hanging out with family, I hope you have a good, memorable time. Well, it's almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to start talking to myself. I don't even know what I've said on here yet. I can't even remember what the whole conversation was about. I guess the title was good, nothing much. Maybe the next one will be Nothing Much Part 2. Part 3. Remind me to tell you about the book I'm reading. All right. You guys have a good day.